my channel. Hope you guys have been enjoying yourselves when you clicked on this video. As you guys can see, we are already loaded into the game, and that's because I just wrapped up my grind. I said it was done grinding yesterday. I spent about 3 days doing it, but today I had to take some time to get all my new loadouts done, and I got some new shard skills, some new ordnance on my characters now, so it took me about 3 hours, but we're finally here, and I was like, you know what? I still got the game loaded up. I might as well just turn the camera on and do this video now, because I do kind of want to go on with the story now. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into that now. Now, I did find that third memento orb. I don't know how I missed it, because it was like, I think it was like the 4th domain, but it was like on like the first map all the way to the right, and I was like, how did I miss this? So just gotta make sure we look around a little bit harder, that's all. Alright, so this is gonna be about Celeste and Leon. Now, the interesting thing about this pedestal, guys, is I don't know why it exists. Why is it here, and why is it showing me all these images? Obviously, for us, it's good for us to get context behind this character's backgrounds, but for the story and the lore of the game, it makes no sense for this to be here and show us our companions in the lore sense. If that makes sense, I don't know, but whatever. Because I figured they would be curious about that, right? The Dominions are those who bear marks of power. These members of the Gral's Ritter are miracle bringers whose order has persisted through the past millennium. However, they tend to act alone. Outside of occasions where they need to travel by air in their Merkaba, the power contained in their stigmas make traveling alone much easier. It is relatively uncommon to see knights and squires working outside of very small groups, and even less common to see dominions working together. Further, it's even more unlikely to see a pair truly learn to cooperate and think of each other as partners for an extended period of time. Nevertheless, in the current era, 2 centuries into the still young millennium, there exists 2 such unique stigma bearers. The Searing Flare and the Glacier Rime. Their contrasting natures may ultimately be the reason fate saw fit to bring them together. Their histories contrast in much the same way, parallel yet uneven. The woman, now known as the Searing Flare, was once a girl from a provincial town in the outskirts of the continent. Born and raised in the slums, she had no family to speak of, but she took care of the other orphans, and they looked up to her like a big sister. In order to survive in such a place, theft and violence were daily occurrences there, but the children made sure to not cross certain lines. A traveling nun would sometimes come by to visit, and though the girl found her annoying, she cared deeply for her and all the other children. However, when the girl was about 13 years old, she and the rest of the children fell prey to a human trafficking group and were kidnapped. Upon finding out, the traveling nun immediately flew by to their aid, giving no thought whatsoever to the danger it may pose to herself. Meanwhile, the traffickers were preparing to torment the poor girl, but as they approached her, her stigma suddenly awakened. In an overwhelming display of force, a sea of raging flames engulfed the man. Their screams of agony began to frighten the other children, and shaken by how they now looked at her with fear, the girl's flames began to dim. Taking advantage of the situation, however, the first of the traffickers to be struck by the flames aimed his pistol at the girl and a dull shot rang out. And as the girl looked down, she saw the traveling nun, Sister Ortesia, lying on the ground before her, a bloody hole in her body.
Damn it! I was too late.
As the girl slowly processed what was happening, a burly middle-aged priest ran up to the scene. He quickly knocked the man with the gun unconscious and examined the nun. However, it was utterly clear she was mortally wounded.
Thank the goddess. You're all safe. Please, live. Give meaning to the fact that you were brought into this world.
Don't give me that crap! What's the point if you just die instead?
The man, now known as the Glacier Rime, was once a boy born in the Erebonian Empire. The third son of a viscount, even from a young age, he will often speak as if he could see right through people. He could also predict misfortune and perform feats impossible for a human being. This led to those around him, even his family, shunning the boy.
That uncle of mine and the rest of your family are a cruel lot. If no one else will, allow me to be your ally.
Amidst all this, there was one soul who treated him with a kindness, a young man who was his cousin from another branch of the family. But even this kindness was false, as he had a loathsome hidden agenda, and an even more horrific dark side. The year before, a loathsome cult had been eradicated in a secret international operation, and he was one of his priests, having escaped detection. In order to gain power enough to rebuild his cult, he sought to force the boy's power out of control to kill the Viscount's family. But the boy, despite once admiring his cousin's keen intellect, saw through to his true objective before that could come to pass. The boy successfully took hold of the power spilling out of him and manifested as a freezing flame.
You monster! Ah!
But even after freezing his cousin and all the remnants of his cult solid, the power overflowing from the boy will not cease.
He was right. I'm nothing more than a monster. It would be best if the provincial army dealt with me.
Caught in a spiraling mix of fear and desperation, the boy will snap back to his senses when a deep, warm voice called out to him.
Thank goodness I made it in time. You need not worry any longer, lad.
Who are you?
With that, the incident was dissolved, and the boy's cousin, along with the rest of the remaining cult members, were placed under arrest. Despite the boy having saved both families from his cousin, they feared a scandal and continued to vilify him as a monster. Enraged at this, the early priest roared at them like a lion, then took the bewildered young boy to his new home in a faraway country. It was under the old lion's tutelage where the searing flare and the glacier realm would finally meet each other. They became sibling pupils, only 3 years apart in age, though in the beginning they got along like oil and water. A year later, they were assigned to an incident in northeast of Muria. After many trials, they completed their mission, and their relationship improved ever so slightly. Afterward, they were each granted a Merkaba. Since then, they spent many years working together and have formed a mutual bond of trust, the likes of which is hard to come by. Okay, so that is interesting, guys. Did not know that Leon was from the Empire.
Well, this is probably it for us. The Bernard brothers, Gold Lion Luago, and Old Shadow Hunter have all been taken out. Huh. Wonder what these guys' deal is. The Pyromaniac and the young swordsman are seriously bad news.
The armored woman is rather impressive as well. Though I found that bob-haired boy who goes around taunting everyone quite insufferable. Kruger, you took a direct hit from one of his attacks earlier. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. The tendon is still intact. More importantly, it is only a matter of time before they arrive. It is highly likely our end is near. Should we not at least come up with a plan to take them down with us?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I've long been prepared for the end, given the trade we're involved with. Come to think of it, though, this is a good opportunity for you. Why not take advantage of this whole mess and leave this life behind? You don't have any need for loyalty to an organization that only calls you by an alias, refusing to even give you a name.
The Severing Eclipse, yeah? I'm told it's meant to evoke the idea of a messenger of death or something like that. Bosses were always stubborn. So caught up on these dumb generational titles, they didn't realize what a pain it is to leave someone nameless.
I've never considered it an inconvenience myself. But that aside, what happened to the Masters? If they took command of the remaining members, we might have a chance.
That may very well be true. Perhaps they've simply given up at this point. It's rather disappointing that the 3 most elite members of a famous clan of assassins have done next to nothing this whole time.
Oh, them? They turned tail and ran.
What?
Yes. Earlier this morning, right after they told me to hang back and fight till every last one of us was dead. Though right about now, I'm willing to bet all 3 of them are on their way to meet the goddess.
Elroy, did you?
Guilty. I had a fresh new batch of poison whipped up, and it seemed like the perfect occasion to give it a try. I went and laced some of their favorite things with just enough so as not to draw any attention. A neurotoxin, harmless to anyone else who touches it. But when it comes into contact with oil from the target's skin, it slowly vaporizes. And by the time you realize something's wrong with your central nervous system, it's already too late to stop the imminent respiratory failure.
What have you done?
Oh, you're as awful as ever, aren't you? Come to think of it, I suppose that would make you the highest ranking member the Order has left, no? Now it all makes sense.
That's right. As its new leader, I've decided the Order of the Moonlight Horse will surrender completely to Ouroboros. They may be newcomers, only 10 or so years under their belt, but how long an organization's been around isn't always a good measure of its merit. That said, we'll only surrender after we've stuck it out long enough to make it clear just how much we're worth. We do that, and it makes sense for them to give us special treatment afterward.
Are you really so sure it'll go so smoothly? Still, why not? I'll see where this takes me.
Time to decide, Kruger. You can either try and get revenge for your fallen masters, or you can set all that aside and follow my lead. Maybe one day you'll actually be able to make your own decisions, but for now I'll give you a break and whittle it down to the 2 options.
Oh dear. Yet another unreasonable choice, is it?
What you guys up to? You sure seem like you're having fun.
Not now, Mel. I told you to stay out of this, didn't I?
There are a lot of dangerous people on the way, so be a good boy and go play with the other children.
Aw, come on. How come you guys get to have all the fun, huh? I'm pretty good with a knife, you know. Kruger's even complimented me on it before, haven't you?
That was...
I went and put out Uncle Elroy's new poison for him, and I know how to use Red Cease distractions, too. See? I can help, right?
Oh dear. Perhaps it wasn't the best idea to give in to all your pleading after all.
Oh, what the hell. Sure, come along with us. I'll even overlook the fact you snuck into my lab. Right then, what do you all say we go get everyone together and have ourselves some fun? One last curtain call for the Order of the Moonlight Horse, our beloved piece of shit home.
All right, guys, that's interesting. So Sharon, because that was Sharon, the Silvering Eclipse. What? So Sharon was rolling with the Oathbreaker back in the day? So obviously, for those guys that don't know, Sharon ends up becoming the maid for Class 7, so... Damn, Sharon, I didn't know.
You can count on me for support.
All right, and we do got
Looking for
a
a
new
challenge?
battle, right? Okay, so dishonest ladies, okay? See what this was about? Deploy shards, boss lady! Okay, we gotta do her again?
Eye for an eye!
Easy money!
I'm
Go on here, Risha!
for you! I'll mow you down!
Critical hit! She's in our time to show your destruction!
0-4.
That sounds down, it's time to continue the carnage!
You're not getting away! Twofold! You're open!
Time to get serious, Judith!
I prowl in the night. Time to raise the curtain. Grimcat at your service!
Grim Cat is taking the stage! Alright, the Grim Cat's fired up now!
This'll clinch it! Relax! Thank you. Appreciate that. I like that.
Activating skills!
Come at me!
Critical hit!
Go.
Nice! Activating skills!
Too slow! Great cat!
Critical hit! Nice! Please compete!
Time for cleanup. Done so. Here goes. Rush.
Critical hit! And you're on a roll, Sylphide!
Meow. Wide open.
Show what it means to be supercharged, activated skill!
Larceny!
Alright, Risha, you're up! Let's do this!
Farewell.
Swallow claws!
Time to take a down down!
Make your move! Ready, set, light him up!
Hit him harder! Let's see how good you are, Silver Blade!
Run wild! Raging blizzard!
That sounds done! Time to continue the carnage! Hang in there, man! You can take it!
Twofold!
Grimcast stunned the enemy! Simply amazing! Alright, the Grimcast fired up! Activated skill!
Triple time! Show's over! On my mark, as you wish!
Masterfully executed as always, Grimcast!
Here's support!
Pulling out all the stops!
This one's a real showstopper! I hope you're ready. Now for the climax. The Night Rouge!
Blue Sky's limit destroyed! Way to go, Grimcast! Alright, give me that SP. I'll take it.
Just tell me whatever you need. Come back
Alright, so I
anytime.
think I'm straight for now. Alright guys, we're gonna get on out of here and we are gonna look at this last connection event. I believe it is gonna be with Random.
I'm Edwin with Eaton News. So, you must be Kitty. Ren Bright. Thank you for agreeing to be a guest on my radio show.
Well, I just happen to have business in town, so I figure I might as well stop by while I'm here. I've actually listened to your show while on the banks of the Mercure before. It's an honor to be invited by such a famous host. This is a small late-night radio show, but I appreciate you saying so. And, the young man with you is? Sure to meet her acting guardian. Seeing as you contacted her once you figured out she's a net famous kitty, I was curious about just what kind of questions you wanted to ask her. Oh, I apologize if I put you on edge. You see, my whole show is simply about getting to know the surprising people who are the talk of the town. I don't intend to reveal her real name, nor am I here for some sort of gotcha journalism, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll be honest though, it'd be a stretch to think of her as some regular high school girl. Looked into the information she shared with me on our brief correspondence about the striking student who came abroad from neighboring Liberal. Rumor has it you've been discreetly involved with several last year's events. You can imagine my shock when I dug a little deeper. Turns out you share the same name as the mysterious genius who published several doctoral theses that took the academic world by storm. Even if I wasn't hosting a radio show, my reporter's instincts would fill me with questions. Striking genius. It's a little embarrassing having such things said directly to my face. You're really on board with all this. Should be trying to avoid standing out. Well, I've already been making a name for myself in the underworld, so, and besides, I've been listening to a show for a while, and I've always thought it'd be fun to be a guest. Don't worry, I won't divulge anything I shouldn't. Sure, but if you're that worried, why not watch as we record then? It's not a live broadcast, so if there's anything you don't want getting out, I can simply cut it. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I have a feeling I'd like to ask everyone's favorite Spriggan a few questions too while he's here. Knows who I am, huh? It's one short reporter. Why does it seem like he's trying to fool me out? Sorry, but I'm not taking questions. Happy to sit and watch though. You can be so overprotective sometimes. Not that I really mind. In that case, come on in. We can get started right away. And so, ran up to the studio, and after receiving a brief explanation of how things would work, the recording began. Then watched on through the studio's window. Sorry to keep y'all waiting, listeners. listeners, it's time for On the Base of the Mercule. As usual, your host for this evening is myself, Edwin of Eaton News Agency. This is the show about finding folks who are the talk of the town and ask them all kinds of questions. I must say, I'm deeply grateful for all the love our niche little concept has received. I'll be counting on your support going forward, everyone. Let's aim for a top spot. Now, without further ado, it's time to call in today's guest.
Good evening, everyone. My online handle is Kitty. I never thought I would get to guest on a show like this, but I'm looking forward to our time together.
The pleasure is all mine, Kitty. You know I never thought you would agree to be a guest on my show. I'm sure everyone listening who's familiar with the net will have heard about you at some time or another. There's been whispers about the mysterious and beautiful girl who helps solve the problems popping up across the Republic behind the scenes. Theory suggests that she was connected to the legendary hacker known only as Kitty. This might sound a little funny coming from me, considering I invited you onto the show, but do you really exist? This is actually my first time officially appearing as Kitty. Normally, I'm just a member of the student council at a local high school in the capital. That said, I'm originally from Liberal, and I'll be heading home shortly as my studies abroad has come to an end. Oh, fascinating. If it's all right with you then, Kitty, I'd like to chat about all sorts of things while we have you here. Yes, I'm quite looking forward to it. So to start, I heard you served as president of the school student council for an entire year here. It's rather uncommon for a student from abroad to be elected as president, isn't it? To be honest, I was actually planning to keep my head down while I was here. Suppose you could say I couldn't help myself, but after all was said and done, I found being a part of the student council to be a cozy experience. Though there was never a dull day, and I found myself wrapped up in all manner of incidents, including my very first task as president. I looked into that first task, actually. Apparently, a certain senator's son ended up dropping out of school around the time you were originally elected to your position. Said senator was also arrested around that time when his correction came to light. Is it too much to think the two things were connected? Oh my, you've certainly done your homework, Edwin. As for my answer, no comment. I'll leave the truth to your listeners' imaginations. Then you did design that famous information portal on the web. Yes, though it is mostly managed by a hollow AI. It's designed to do calculations based on information taken from various participating sites. I can't say I understand the details, but it sounds pretty complex. Did your doctoral thesis factor into this design at all? I wrote those just to kill time when I was a child. Though I was able to apply some of those theories, I suppose they didn't go to waste. Oh, before I forget, I want to teach you about a little trick you can do on the site. If you click the kitten at the top of the screen over 10 times at a certain speed. My word! It plays a collection of cute cat sounds I recorded in the capital. God! Man, this is why I like reading! Such a good job! Spam that kitty, guys! Please feel free to give it a try when you need something to soothe your mind. You damn right I'm doing it right now! Let's go! Spam the kitty! Did you want to ask me about my life before I came here? Well, I've traveled to all sorts of countries. Liberal, Crossbell, and even the Empire. A real globetrotter! In that case, is there any particular country you hold close to your heart? That is quite the difficult question. Considering my friends and family live in Liberal, that would be a no-brainer, but I could say that Crossbell is where my heart lives. I also made many friends visiting the Empire before the war. Wow, the more answers you give me, the more questions I want to ask. You're quite worldly, despite your young age. Well, I definitely have lived a lot of experiences. Part of that is due to my prior job, you see. Ho-ho! Now this I would love to hear all about. What kind of work did you do before all this, Kitty? Let's see. Hacking, infiltration, professional eliminate. I'm sorry, but could you cut that? I thought you guys. Now then, we've heard all kinds of fascinating things from our guests, but we're almost out of time for today. Kitty, is there anything you'd like to say to our audience today? I had a wonderful time, and I've come to realize something after being given this opportunity to reflect on myself. I truly have been blessed with many encounters and relationships I developed over the last few years. Those who put me out of the darkness. Those who reached out to me from the light. Those who took me in when I wandered aimlessly, unsure of what to do. And yes, those who watch over me even after we parted ways. It's because of all of those people who were there for me that I am here now, which is why I plan to treasure every one of those bonds. I am a combination of both the good and painful things I've experienced, and I want to do everything I can to pay forward all the help I've been given. I want to be the one to extend my hand to someone in need, so to those of you struggling in the darkness, I know there is someone nearby who's ready to reach out to you. I can only hope that everyone listening will treasure each of their relationships. Thank you very much, Kitty. And that was our guest for today. Kitty, I'll see you all next time, and... Nice job, Ren. Thank goodness things turned out okay. You had me scared stiff. Hard to believe you managed to talk around some of the shady stuff. Hey, what's up? Oh, I just feel like perhaps I got a tad too excited and said more than I should have. It'd really be broadcast on air, huh? Be one thing if you were the only one listening to it. Who'd have thought you'd get all bashful over something like this? I guess even given everything you've been through, you're still just an 18-year-old girl after all. But you probably don't need to worry too much. It's not like the guy's gonna reveal your true name or anything. Perhaps, but the people who know me are gonna recognize who Kitty is. I suppose silver lining is that it's only a local radio show in the Republic. To be honest, I like it if everyone you ever met could listen to the show. Bet the folks beside you are real proud. Haven't been able to sense them since Nemeth Island. Certain they're finally at ease and with the goddess now. No, I tried to look away from my past because I was afraid of getting hurt. But I finally faced it head on and overcame it. Those scars are something I'm proud of now. They're my scars, and they're part of what makes me me. Hey, sure toughened up. Especially if you can say stuff like that when you've got the deepest scars of all.
It's because of you, Van. You were there for me when I was just a stray kitty, and even now, you're still by my side. You're the one who helped me get over my past.
Come on now, don't you think you're giving me way too much credit? What about everyone else who...
You help more people than you think. People who wouldn't have found themselves without you to take them by the hand and show them the way. If you ask me, you need to be a little more aware of the impact your words and deeds have had on people.
Alright. I'll just shut up and say thanks then.
You're finally learning. You know, you've grown a little since then, too.
Jeez, you remember that tiny conversation? You're really becoming one formidable young woman, you know that?
Oh, speaking of thanking people, I suppose I should be grateful to Harwood as well. He might have given us the runaround. But it's a fact that what happened at Nemeth Island is what let me find closure.
Nah, you don't know that man and you basically told him as much at the time, so stick to your guns. Hell, I'm gonna have to settle the score with him, and when that time comes, I'll be needing your help.
Of course. If we include handling Harwood, then I suspect we'll be working together for some time yet. That should give me plenty of time to pay you back. For now, I'll keep counting on you, Van.
After that, Van and Rand left the news agency, and upon meeting back up with their friends, they resumed their work. Van's group met up with the reserve team members. Chloe joined them as well, and they all discussed their thoughts about the current state of affairs in Anchorville. At present, there's no sign that the Vestiges are here in Anchorville, and yet you feel as though something is out of place. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, telltale sign of that was the 4 SPGs posted around the city. I agree, there was something different about them compared to the usual fare in Edith and in our other places. All of them asked us to cover up an embezzlement and to silence people too, just because some accusations were thrown their way. What? They think we're gonna leap out the chance to sink our careers and be sent up the river? Got nothing against taking jobs people on the opposite end of the law, but only if doing so makes sense. Or at least that's what I did when I first opened up shop. But I hardly ever take those kind of gigs now, whether in Edith or on trips. If I'm being real, both of these sports PGs were so twisted they left a real nice taste in my mouth. This time I asked my mom to spread word about the forest PGs. Basically, I informed my cafe regulars about them through subtle means. The information was misinterpreted and thereby destroyed before it spread, then I believe I'm the one to blame. Unless it was an act of sabotage. You don't mean? Are you suggesting someone deliberately distorted the information? Call it a hunch, Master. It's not gonna have any proof, but something smells off about this. Confound the Spriggan and make him suffer. That stench of malice has sodium on senses. The stench of malice. Are you saying that they deliberately spread information just to harass you? Like I said, it's just a hunch. That's not what's important here. The main issue on the table is the sudden heel turn they did. You got a call from the police and the guild a bit ago, right? Yes, on account of our two former clients. There are investigations and there are several points of commonality between them. Like what? They had no recollection of the moment when they recorded and lost their composure. Moreover, they have recently been admitted to Anchorville General Hospital. Wait, what the sh**? Part about losing their memories kind of reminds me of that Jeffrey guy from Desire. This can't be a coincidence. Something's fishy about this hospital. Yeah, you're telling me, there's too many things that point back to the place. That hospital has many inpatients from Edith too, not just locals. I feel awkward poking my nose around there without just cause, but maybe we can at least pay it a visit. That may not be a bad course of action. Just tread carefully if you decide to take it. The notion that something is going on at that hospital has me worried. Possible even that conclusion was put in our heads by our mystery tall tale-teller. Honestly, for what I'm sensing about his character, he's not some big fish worth stressing about. The opposite, in fact. Even so, we should still look into it. There's that little kid dancing, guys! The hospital is a quick walk from the street in front of City Hall, though with a group as big as ours, we'll definitely draw attention to ourselves. It might be better if some people stay behind. Good point. Bring around people who will blend in more naturally. Allowed to cut down the fit vibe if we can. Then why don't you bring Fairy, Katra, and me along? That could work. The chance of us arising suspicions and being questioned would be minimal. We'll go undercover and have our comms on just in case. Be careful and make sure you're prepared before heading in. Alright, I got you.
We have all kinds of fresh vegetables.
I know you got all kinds of fresh vegetables. But I'm not worried about you this episode. Tired dealing with that Anchorville General Hospital is just up ahead. Let's begin our investigation. I imagine we'll be in there for a while. Alright, party. Man, I guess that's fine. That's fine. Leave it on default. Damn, that's a big ass hospital. A lot of people in that motherfucker too. This is a pretty big hospital. I know, little fairy, I just said the same thing. It looks a bit like the Basel Institute of Science, don't you think? Both are pristine, so there are buildings, so I can see the resemblance for certain. Bet you're curious if it looks this good on the inside. Wanna head in? Alright, yes, I guess I'm curious to take a point on this. Wow, it really does remind me of the Basel Institute of Science. Yeah, it really gives off the same vibes. Kinda has a funny scent though, doesn't it? That's probably the disinfectants for smelling berry. They do seem to take ventilation seriously here. Their computer systems for reception look brand new, so the hospital must be making a lot of money. There's even a VIP ward. That's where positives and NASDAQs go when they have scandals, right? Just so we're clear, the soup pumps and our 4SPGs weren't VIPs or anything. They were just regular patients who came here to get their regular symptoms treated. With that in mind, let's see what we can dig up here in the lobby. Fair warning, I'll be doing it my way. You guys still want to lend a hand? Of course, I'll see what I can discover. For starters, I can tell there are a lot of people still waiting to be checked in addition to visitors and current patients. Not to mention the nurses, doctors, receptionists, and security guard. I'll see what I can dig up on them. Maybe I'd be more help if I didn't try talking to anybody. Nah, people love kids. If you said something dumb, nobody would take it seriously. On the contrary, you might even get them to lower the guard, don't you think? I'm not a little kid, Aaron. If you notice anything, you just let us know, okay, Barry? Now, where should we begin our investigation? Well, we can start by seeing if there are any leads related to visitors, and check out the hospital's infrastructure and facilities, see if anything feels off. We do that, and we'll get right to the core of the matter. Alright, so our two topics, y'all, is going to be hospital management and suspicious patients. Got it. Gather relevant information used and topic based on who you're questioning. I gotcha. Whoa! Hey, nurse! I've been feeling a little bit under the weather. You mind if I get a minute to your hospital? God damn! Are you gonna be my nurse? Well, don't just walk away from your boy, goddamn! Alright, let's get serious, guys. Ta-da! This is for you, you know. Whoa! You got me the book series I wanted! Are you sure it's okay for me to have this? Oh, of course. I saved all my allowance to buy it too, so you better take good care of it. Thank you! I'll do my best with the surgery! Yeah, get well soon so we can play together again. Hey, how's it going? I came here to Anchorville for a routine exam, only to be told I needed to be admitted here for testing. What's going on? Do I have some sort of serious illness? No, I can't let myself get off panic. Either that little boy is giving us all to get better. Come to think of it, when that girl comes to visit him, the atmosphere gets all lovey-dovey. Let's talk about those two over there, right? Okay, guys, we do need to talk to this guard, too. Hey, my man, have you noticed anything with suspicious patients coming in?
Excuse me?
For the time I've been standing guard here, at least I haven't seen anyone acting suspicious, but it's possible that someone might have only started acting odd after they entered the place. Okay, that's fair. What about hospital management?
Excuse me?
I don't work directly for the hospital. I'm just a contracted security guard, so I don't know much about the situation with management. Probably better off asking a full-time staff or even some of the long-term patients. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Appreciate that.
Please fill out a medical questionnaire.
It's my turn.
Hey, who said that, man? Been waiting a long time, huh? They never will be seen. Hello, is this your first time here? Please complete this medical history form for us in that case. This time of day is usually busy, so we call patients in by number. Got it. I'll go with my turn then. We'll need to gather information without standing out too much. You're right, Anya. You are right. State the obvious. What's going on, ma'am? Let's see. Next up is the outpatient department. How many do we have waiting? We're still short on staff. Not only that, I'm trying to get backed up on the night shift task. Maybe it's about time I bring these issues directly to the department head. You should. Hey, I like that T-bone you got, girl. Damn. That's a good T-bone. Little flip. Hey, Granny, you been there for a while? You know the management at all?
Got something to ask you.
Out of curiosity. Wow, look at you folks. As for the hospital's management, well, it all happened so long ago. Let me think. There was something that I could share. You tell whatever's on your mind. Well, give me a second. You see, the hospital closed suddenly in the middle of December last year. When it reopened, the medical director had been replaced. It was all quite hectic back in the day. Don't know the specifics, but I sure was lucky I had already been discharged from the hospital at that time. The middle of December, is that when people with ties to Armada were arrested? Yeah, it's pretty suspicious, especially since we don't know why the hospital was shut down. Is that so? Sounds like you were pretty fortunate then, huh? Oh yes, a lot of other people were really envious. Excuse me, young man, I got a cold still. Anyway, I just remembered one other thing about this place. Oh, it's an even older story. That's fine, I don't mind. Well, just for the hospital was shut down, I heard a lot of construction workers have been coming and going. Something must have been working on some large-scale project, but nothing was even visibly remodeled. Could be they were working on staff rooms, or maybe something underground like plumbing, or maybe that VIP ward people's been talking about. Well, the VIP ward, that's what it was. I figured, but the staff hadn't heard anything about it at that time. The room I stayed in when I was hospitalized had a view of the VIP ward, but there wasn't anything to turn about it. The timing of it definitely raises the red flag. Our next step is to investigate what happened while the hospital was closed. Okay, we got a new topic, guys. Okay, that was pretty good, pretty good. She probably doesn't know anything about this, guys, but have you seen any suspicious patients at all?
Got a question for you.
A strange patient, you say? Sorry, no one comes to mind. Many people come and go here every day, so I'm afraid I don't recall the other patients too clearly. That's fine, that's fine. You did more than enough. You gave me something to go off of. Oh, it's this f***ing asshole, guys! The f***ing medical director. Hey, you mind if I ask about the hospital management here?
Got a question for you.
Wait, what? Why the f*** should I just explain anything to an outsider? Yes, there may have been a lot going on at the end of last year, but things have been stable since I became out of the department. Okay, just tone it down a little bit now. I just asked a question, okay? Now, what about the patients, though? Can you tell me about those,
Do
at
you
least?
have a moment?
What? For matters like that, go ask the general staff. I'm too busy to deal with like that.
Attention all patients. Be advised.
Waste of time, guys. Waste of time.
Experiencing congestion at this time.
I don't want to get a shot.
Oh my God. What's going on, Wolverine? Oh my God! So over this. I definitely want to do anything but work right now. Our management here has way too many scandals. Not only that, but they keep sticking their noses in our day-to-day work. All in the name of efficiency. Well, that's an efficient way to drop my motivation down to zero. At least I'm still getting a salary out of this. Alright, guys, I'm trying to stay serious right now, but I can't. Okay, bro, I ain't gonna count, guys. Give me a second. Tell me, why does this look like the Inspector Daswani? Guys, look at him, low key. Is this his brother or what? You look just like the Inspector, guys.
Well,
What the hell? Hey, little fairy, come here. Look at this. Look out, little fairy. He looks just like him. Hello there. This is the pediatric examination room. Our hospital is very committed to pediatric care, though it's something I personally care about as well, you see. Larger hospitals like this one have their own unique issues. We want to provide the best possible medical care we can for children. That doctor almost reminds me a little of Inspector Daswani. I wonder if he comes from the same part of the Central East. God! I just said the same thing, I guess! Yeah, they might both have some lineage from the southern part of the Central East. Could be, from what I hear, that place gets super hot. Never been myself. Well, regardless of where the guy comes from, the fact that he's here at this hospital means he's the best of the best at what he does. There you go, Ben. That's a good compliment. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. There's a lot of patients here. There's a lot of nurses, but I can tell that it's very busy, obviously, so... Because I saw I tried to holler at this nurse over here, and she did not pay my attention at all.
It's my turn.
Yeah, calm down, player! Alright, oh yeah, we gotta ask about, yeah. I'll talk to her again. I didn't see this here before. Oh yeah, because it's new. Okay, hospital closed.
Got something to ask you.
Alright, she might know something, guys. I don't know. Is it just me, or is this nurse familiar? Well, whatever. Mind if I ask you a few questions about the hospital? Do you mean when medical services were suspended? It was mentioned briefly in the Eden newsletter. It came to light that the former medical director was colluding with the patient in the VIP ward. Sounds like the rumors about the VIP ward were true then. Yeah, but would they really have to shut down the whole hospital to arrest one man for collusion? A lot of people suffer because of the closure. Yeah, weird. Let's keep on digging. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of skeletons in the closet. But if the hospital had to shut down, then doesn't that mean there was a huge investigation? Sure, investigators came and seized a lot of documents. I think some government agencies conducted investigations of their own too. It's hard to believe they have such a hard turnout for good old-fashioned collusion. Government agency that did their own independent legwork was probably the CID. And if you consider the timing of when the investigation took place, yep, former department head likely had ties with Armada. Okay, guys, that's important to know. The former department head had ties with Armada. So, guys, okay, this is getting serious. Sounds like a lot of trouble, ma'am. Yes, it was a challenging period for the hospital. To be honest, it hasn't gotten much better, even with the new medical director. Why not? Is something going on now? Well, I'm not permitted to talk about it publicly, but suffice it to say, the new guy has skeletons of his own. In addition to his questionable work ethic, he's always trying to entertain people and build connections. And since he takes staff alone for his social calls, it's been difficult for us to meet demand here at the hospital. It sounds like things haven't changed much since the previous guy was arrested. Can't deny that it sounds like he's got a case of the collusions, and apparently that VIP ward is still being used for the same kind of patients. Anyway, sorry to give you another headache, but things are so rough around here. I'm used to this, don't mind me. Alright, let's talk to this nurse over here, guys.
Attention all patients. Be advised that certain
Plume! I think you put an extra digit on your order sheet again. How many years worth were you planning to order? Also, the patient in room 214 mentioned that they've been asking for a blanket but never got one. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I was gonna get a blanket, but accidentally brought in a cushion this morning instead. But that patient seems to always be cold, so maybe if I brought in a heater, that would be even better. Plume, all you have to do is bring the patient a better blanket like they asked for. You make more mistakes every time you overthink something, so just stick to the basics. What? But really? But Nurse Philly always says it's important to be thoughtful, huh? Yes, that's good, but if it means making a mountain of mistakes in the process, that's different. Right, guys, I keep hitting the wrong button, guys, I'm sorry. All right, can I ask you about hospital management?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to talk about the operation with anyone who isn't involved. But hey, what the f***? You could have just said, I don't know anything, and leave it at that. Why you gotta be a rude bitch about it? What about the patients at least?
Excuse me?
God damn. You wanna know if strange people have been visiting the hospital? Yes, I've heard some rumors and they made me feel a little uneasy. And you mean like totally someone who's being suspicious, right? Not someone who's acting strange because of an illness? Right, nothing about someone's health or anything like that. Like, did anyone suspicious come by? Maybe they were acting shady or real frantic even? Oh, okay. Maybe. So, like, we did have a few patients coming in the last couple of days who acted like that. Really? But it's probably just a coincidence, you know? I'm not allowed to tell you anything confidential, but they're only here for little bitty things like standard checkups. It's probably nothing. Anxious or nervous people come here all the time. We just happen to get a bunch in all at once this time. I see. Sorry to take up your time then. Ah, Master. That old dude.
Hey there, Karen. Look who's here.
Oh, hello there. Thanks for your help looking into that issue last night. I'm sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I hope you don't mind waiting a bit.
Oh, that's no problem at all. I'll just hang around, since I'm here and all. Maybe I'll chat up some nurses.
Oh, you. Everyone is busy right now, so try not to bother them, okay?
Yeah, Master. I already tried my hands with that nurse, and she blew me off. You're probably not gonna have much luck right now, man.
You're number 92, so I'll call you when we're ready.
Damn, number 92? He gonna be waiting all day!
Sure. Say, once you're off the clock, why don't you join me at Chat Noir and...
Now make sure you listen to what the doctor tells you.
What a character. He's wearing Eastern attire. You think he came from Lomport? Nah, he's just like someone out of the Far East, if anything. For a split sec, I thought old man Guillaume might have come and refined. He's definitely dressed funky. Actually, I ran into him once before. Apparently, he's a vagabond from the East. Really? What a coincidence. Right, either way, it sounds like he came here yesterday too. Let's hit him up and see if he knows anything. Alright. Let's get some information out of the master over here, guys.
What seems to be the problem?
See what he knows. Pretty sure this old dude was from out of the country. He can give us an unbiased perspective. Yo, we meet again and talk about good timing.
Oh, you're the fellow from the concert hall in Edith. Life's brought you to Anchorville too, huh?
Basically, mind if I get your insight on a few things?
Meeting again in a place like this. Looks like fate's at work again. By the way, where's that girl you had with you the other night?
Wasn't it Yorda that was with us guys? I'm pretty sure. Well, stuff with her is pretty complicated. Normally I work with these guys right here.
Is that so? Well, even without her, you've still got a beauty or two with you regardless. Clearly, you're not a man to be underestimated.
Sure come a long way to chase some tail, old man. And based on your clothes, I guess Longlai or maybe even farther east. Well, let's just say I'm from the direction of Longlai for now. You see, I was actually just vacationing in Thorbad until yesterday afternoon. Suddenly, I felt like I needed a health checkup, so I came to Anchorville by train. You came all the way from Thorbad for a doctor's visit in the evening? You've got some impressive stamina. I'm often on the road, so there's no problem for me. I must admit, there's a girl in my family who says I shouldn't even bother with a trip to the doctor. But my nephew and the others often insist, even when I go on vacation. I mean, what's the trouble in letting me have some fun when I'm taking a special trip through Calvard? He's really different from Beauregard, but I get the sense he still enjoys life at his age. Agreed. Like Master, this to him than me, sigh. Oops, been caught up in his rhythm, haven't we? Look, I'm sure your adventures are fascinating, but maybe we can get back to the matter at hand. I see, normal patients, an untimely shutdown, and mysterious destructions, huh? I've got a little hunch, just based on my own observations, mind you. Really? Oh yes, I spotted someone who fits the bill for your suspicious patients just last night, actually. And I've seen a few others with similar problems. Yeah, I didn't hear much from the nurse, but it sounds like they've been coming in for nightly checkups. Anything about those guys worth mentioning? Let me think. How they got their medicine, I suppose. Their medicine? Normally, you pick up your prescription from the pharmacy before heading home after a checkup. But they never did. And yet, when I watched them leave, I noticed they had medicine in hand already. Is that so? It's not totally unusual to be given your medicine directly by the doctor, though. There's one other thing I noticed, but it's more related to the construction work. Tell me, have you ever visited this hospital in the middle of the night? No, we haven't. Word is, people have been hearing a ringing sound. I did too, although it went away after I went outside. Since it can only be heard inside, I try to track it down. I believe the airflow in the building is creating a high-pitched noise. That makes sense. It's not uncommon for strange sounds to result from airflow due to building design and HVAC systems. Different people can hear different things, so to some people it might sound a little bit different. The fact that it happens only at night could be due to changes in temperature or atmospheric pressure. Who cares about why? The fact that the old guy realized it was the airflow in the first place is the same. Well, I can read the wind to some degree. Anyway, some of the patients here haven't made the connection and are blaming other causes. That sounds like a problem. Even if it's only a few people who can hear it, I'm sure it'd be aggravating to listen to a constant ringing sound. The problem is from last year's construction work. It's possible nobody's looked into it yet. Since the new medical director doesn't seem to hang around the hospital much, I doubt he even cares. Thanks, Gramps. You really helped us out here, actually. My pleasure, young man. I was just killing time until my results came back anyway. I am number 92 in line. Fate works in mysterious ways. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask before my number's called. I gotcha. Alright, y'all. At this point, we've already gathered quite a lot of information. Let's take a minute to organize the thoughts, alright? Okay. First off, there are suspicious patients who are mainly seen at night for their checkups. And it's unclear how exactly they receive their medicine. People have also reported hearing a ringing sound at night, which is caused by the building's shape and HVAC systems. Some people think it's a problem with their own health and ask for a checkup. The cause might also be related to the construction work that took place last year. Additionally, there's a chance that work has connections to Armada just based on the timing. Good work. The dots seem to be lining up, but we missed something definitive to tie it all together. From here, let's try narrowing down what our targets are and gather what information we can. To do that, we'll have to look into the nighttime checkups to pinpoint suspicious dots. Sounds like a plan to me, Aaron. Alright, time to get back investigating. We'll find out this was at the root of it all. Alright, nighttime medical care and notable doctors.
That old man really was mysterious, wasn't he? He had a sort of otherworldliness to him. Like he could see right through everything.
Yeah, and thanks to him, we got ourselves a clue.
True.
Still.
Anyway, let's keep gathering information.
Right.
Come on.
All right.
Alright, I need a save point here.
When's my turn?
Got something to ask you.
What about the nighttime medical care, old lady? This hospital has been letting people schedule late-night appointments for a while now, though I can't say I've ever needed them myself, so I'm not too sure what's all involved with that. And the notable doctors here?
Let me ask you something.
I had several doctors look after me when I was hospitalized, but none of them particularly stood out to me more than the others. All the doctors here are equally impressive, and the entire staff is dedicated to their patients. Alright, I'm already thinking, guys, that the security guard and he would be the first person to ask here. So let's just go ahead and talk to him now. He's gotta have seen something, alright? You got any notable doctors you can think of that might be entering the building at night?
Got a question for you.
You're asking about the doctors here? I think they're all excellent at what they do. See, some of them are working probably around the clock. Okay, and maybe nighttime medical care from patients?
Got something to ask you.
Nighttime treatment, huh? The departments all operate differently depending on the day. Dr. Grant from the ENT department has been working overtime every night these days. The medical director's been putting a lot on his plate, but that's because he's a diligent, trustworthy doctor. I see. Sounds like he's a real dedicated guy, huh? Yep, and he's always willing to help anyone who has sudden health issues or need a checkup in the middle of the night. You didn't really want to help people. I don't think you go that far as a doctor. On that note, do you mind telling us which doctors are regularly available for nightly checkups? Oh, that varies by department, so I can't say for certain. Dr. Usain from the pediatrics department also stays late on his own, even when he's not part of the night shift. The pharmacist also sticks around too to provide medication to patients who come in late. I gotta say, I have my doubts about the pharmacist though. What do you mean? She's called Wolverine. She's got a bad attitude. She'll be real careless too. I get that it's tough to work night shifts, but I can't help but feel like she's going to slip up in the future. Guess every workplace is going to have someone who hates what they do. Regardless, it helps to know who's working late. Appreciate it. Alright, yeah, they obviously gotta talk to patients, so they wouldn't know. Can you tell me about your nighttime care by chance?
Got something to ask you.
I know they let you schedule appointments during the night shift, but I've never done it before, so I don't know how it works exactly. That's okay, I appreciate your time. What about any notable doctors there?
Got a question for you.
I was only just admitted here, so I don't really have a strong impression of any of the doctors yet. I'm sure patients who are here long term probably get to know them much better. Okay, so this guy right here would definitely know them, guys. Can you say about your nighttime treatment?
Pardon me.
I don't know if the people in the other departments work at night, but I know Dr. Usain stays late, and he's always looking out for me. And any notable doctors, though?
Do you have a moment?
To be honest, the only notable doctor is Dr. Usain. He's always been good to me, and it's thanks to him that I'm doing okay. When I get sick, he'll even stay late to see me. Sounds like he's a real respectable doctor. Sounds like he's sticking around voluntarily, too, rather than working the night shift officially. Huh. Oh, did you show your impression of the other doctors, too? Well, Dr. Grant stays late a lot, and the pharmacist Dr. Beverly does, too. Speaking of which, she's been looking really stressed out lately. Someone told me she's got a nasty attitude, too. She can, but I think she's just been struggling. She was getting flustered while looking at her documents, saying something about the numbers not adding up. That does sound concerning. In any case, we have a better idea who the doctors are. Thanks for your help. Yeah, sorry to trouble you when you got your own problems to deal with, kid. Alright, we gathered plenty of info. Might be good to sit down and sort through it all. Finally getting a look at the bigger picture here. Adding the way those two plasma for SPGs were behaving, it sounds like a certain someone in the hospital is responsible for the ongoing situation. Now we can finally start narrowing things down here. Right, the person responsible is most likely. Alright guys, I have been paying attention, so y'all been paying attention. Looking at these options here on yes. I can tell you right now, it's not the pharmacist Berberine. Remember guys, Berberine is the chick with the blue hair around the corner all the way over in the back over there. So even before we found out that she's like really busy with the scheduling and she's like has questions about it. So she's asking questions about all this real shit going on. And she even told us before that important dialogue even happened in the first place, she's tired of the higher-ups banging her ass about efficiency and all that kind of stuff, so it's not berberine. So it's gotta be one of these options right here. It's either Pediatrician Usain or Dr. Grant. Now, honestly, I don't want to get these names confused. Remember, guys, one of them is scheduled overnight and he's being busy right now because he's dealing with a lot of patients. And the other one isn't officially on the night crew, but he's voluntarily staying over to do some shit. So maybe the one that's volunteering is the one that's doing all the shady because why is he there? He's not officially there. He's helping a lot of patients out. So I just gotta figure out, I forgot the goddamn name! Was it Usain or Dr. Grant that was volunteering to stay? Because guys, remember, you gotta think outside the box here. The one that's already scheduled anyway for the night shift is seeing all these patients because they're already there for bullshit. That's not him. Guys, I don't know. I can't remember the name. Was it Grant or Usain? Oh my God. I'm trying to think back who had the dialogue that said the ENT wasn't it the security guard? He said he was was he talking about Grant or Usain? I think he said Grant, right? The security guard did say Grant, but he said that ENT Grant. Okay, it's Grant, guys, it's Grant. He was the one that was voluntarily saying he's the one that's doing the bullshit. The ENT specialist, Dr. Grant, right? He often does night shifts and does people whose symptoms are similar to those we encounter in our forest PGs. Non-life-threatening symptoms are his specialty, in other words. Don't forget, people also hear a ringing in their ears at night. Some patients even thought it might be tinnitus or something. Naturally, they go to him. So to summarize, patients visiting at night would experience a ringing in their ears. They all came here for a different reason, but they all end up seeing Dr. Grant in the ENT department. If that doesn't sound fishy, I don't know what does. Let's go! Hot 10 out of 10, baby! Even people who originally came for ENT stuff could be targets. Yep, in any case, the best thing to do would be to approach Dr. Grant ourselves. So how about this? I fake an illness and get the guy to take a look at me. Work for you guys? It ain't a bad idea, but wouldn't we have to wait around a while? I'm 2 steps ahead of you there, Aaron. Katra, you think you can break it to the hospital server in there with Theo? I can, but... Oh, you want me to hack in so that you can move up on the queue. Knew you get it. That way we can talk to the shady dot without wasting the afternoon. But there are people who are seriously ill who are waiting, Van. I'm not too happy about this. But I guess it's just one of those times I have to put my feelings aside. Yeah, especially if that doctor's up to no good on yes. We need to act fast. Alright, it's decided then. Let's find a way to access that server room. Let's go. Alright, so we gotta do some hacking here, guys.
Search time.
When's my turn?
Right,
Gotcha.
here goes.
All right. I gotta say point here.
Be advised that certain departments are...
Something is close. Shall we investigate?
Well, looks like an infiltration point. According to our search, this duct should lead to the server room, man. Sweet! Now all we gotta do is get Theo in there to access terminal and bada bing, bada boom. We did something similar in Mesodome, didn't we? Yeah, once we got to the terminal, we can leave it all to Theo. Oh, you then, Katra. Theo?
Roger. Upon locating the server room, I will access the appointment database.
Hopefully nobody sees us just standing here, guys. Well, what are you guys doing over there? Time for some hacking. Yeah, I know how to.
Air duct infiltration.
Oh, what the f?
Infiltration.
Duh, Theo! Oh my God, we got lasers up top. Okay. Yeah, we got found out immediately.
Infrared sensor detected. Engaging evasive maneuvers.
Alright, you're doing good, Theo. How do I get stuck? Okay, that's the wrong way. Wait, did we go up or down? Oh. Go up! Yeah, Brad! Like, I know I came over here for a reason. This is the investigation, Brad! Yeah, we already got mission fiddle. Oh my God! This is hard! I don't have to do the whole thing all the way over.
Item obtained.
All right, Theo, just focus. Yeah, they added in so many elements to this house. Oh, I already hit. Damn it, why we go back then? Oh, I had to hit another one. Okay, how do I go? This is not as easy as it looks. Damn it!
Resuming infiltration.
We got Trump, man.
Resuming infiltration.
Dude, we f***ed up! Okay, now we can... Man, I probably missed out on some SP there, guys. If I had to do that in one go, I didn't get the SP. If it even was something.
It's Theo. It looks like we're in. We can manipulate the queue as soon as we have our number.
Ha! Well done. Guess it's all to reception then. We ought to change up the party while we're at it so we don't look suspicious. Agnes and Katra, you're with me. The rest of you stay on standby in case anything goes wrong. Let's call Rosette too. She can help by using her shards to detect changes in vital signs. Got it. I'll remain on alert. You're seriously gonna sideline me, hon? It's all good, I get it. Alright, time to make a reservation. I mean, Katra and Agnes are the least suspicious, so I see why. Tom, you made it. Patient 115, please head to the examination room. Would you look at that? Our turn already. Come on. Appreciate it, receptionist. Patient 92, thank you for waiting. Your results are ready now. Oh, that's the old man from earlier. Looks like your number got called too, Gramps. Oh, and thanks again for the help earlier.
Oh, don't mention it. Well, I guess I'd better finally go see what the doctor has to say about my examination.
You're Mr. Arkwright, correct? I've been told you've been having some ear problems.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, the tinnitus has been killing me the last few days. It's gotten to where I can't even focus on the job now.
I see. And, it seems you brought quite an entourage with you. Well, in any case, take a seat. We can go through your symptoms together.
Appreciate it. Seems like a nice guy. Severe ringing in your ears, huh? Fortunately, I have just the thing that will help solve the problem quickly. Does that mean you have an idea as to what could be causing it? Well, lots of people have similar symptoms. Changes in atmospheric pressure due to the changes in the seasons could be the cause. Yeah, I guess you really know what you're talking about, Doc. Our sensory senses can be quite sensitive to change. They're easily impacted by fluctuations in our environment. The influence of high and low frequencies could affect your sense of balance and cause you to hear things, for example. I see, so our surroundings can be the cause. You know, I think I heard some people in the hospital are hearing a ringing noise too, only at night though. In the hospital? That's the first I've heard about it. Yeah, my tinnitus has actually gotten worse since I got this. Think it's related? What's your take on it, Doc? I'm not familiar with that sort of forward device. Perhaps it's emitting a low-frequency wave. I'm detecting irregular breathing and an elevated heart rate. He's agitated. Mr. Arkwright. Got my hands on it after looking into last year's drug business. While we're on the subject, I heard it's been causing ringing in people's ears. Weren't those drugs tied to the mafia? Do you think such a thing is being spread here in Anchorville? That's a scary thought, Agnes. I thought everything related to the drugs would have been seized by now. What are you all talking about? I do have other patients that need my attention, so I'd like it if we could keep this conversation relevant to the checkup. My bad, Doc. That does remind me, though. It is true you've been handing out meds like consulted the pharmacy, yeah? Oh, you're right. Another patient was saying something like that. That's not good. Audits for prescriptions are imperative, and giving out medication is strictly the role of the pharmacy. Is that what people are saying? What a terrible rumor! Sure you, if it's related to medication, make sure the pharmacist has approved. Yeah, I don't think so, bud. In fact, it was the patients got their meds directly from you that were spreading the word. Someone's been messing with the Forest G's network, too. Tell me, you know anything about that? Let it out.
A-D!
As we thought.
Oh,
A-D! Now is the time! May the altered dawn rise to meet us!
Dude, what's going on?
We're going after him. Reset, contact everybody on standby.
Understood.
Maybe we should have waited till nighttime when nobody was around.
What is going on?
This is just like what happened in the Blacklight District.
That doctor must have amplified the spiritual energy waves. What the heck?
I sense the same presence as yesterday. Be careful.
Damn it! Don't tell me this bastard's plan to use all these people as shields!
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
We can't hurt them.
You're right.
They're not Jaegers or gangsters. Even trying to restrain these people could do them harm.
Yep.
Then our only choice is to shock them back to their senses one by one.
Right. We can use that shard function to suppress it.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll handle this.
Master.
You're...
He's got
the old
weapon.
man from earlier?
It can't be.
For real?
He dropped them without even touching them.
I knew it. You're...
What a stroke of divine luck. Can we leave these people to you?
But of course. Happy to help the roaring lion and his friends. I'll stay here and protect all the lovely nurses until you can stem this problem at the source.
Sure as hell didn't see this coming. Thanks. We're counting on you.
Seriously, I don't have a clue what's going on. But I guess we'll leave it to you.
He's got it.
Dr. Grant should be up ahead. We need to take him into custody.
Oh man, taking him down, guys.
Dead end?
No, something smells here. Reset, do a shard search.
At once.
Ah.
He's seriously got a hidden door?
Let's take a look.
Why does a random hallway have secret doors? This is a hospital, not a spy movie.
It's starting to make sense. Perhaps this has something to do with the previous management's shady funding.
I think you're onto something. And I think it's clear who the source of those funds was.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Contact the guild and the cops. We're going right in.
All right, let's see. The guild and the Anchorville Police Department.
I can't believe this was happening in us Grimcat's own backyard. How dare these
down here.
Do you think that old man will be okay? We kinda left him on his own back there.
He'll be fine.
I'm sure he'll be just fine.
Yep.
Indeed. We don't need to worry about him at all.
He was wielding a Tachi, wasn't he?
Makes sense.
Our intel mentioned him. All we can do now is press onward.
What's all this?
What the? It seems like some sort of lab for conducting medical experiments.
You're right. I recognize some of those plants and devices.
Yeah. The color might be different, but that's definitely it.
They're the same plants we saw in Tharbad, beneath Vegas Films.
Oh, yeah,
You
they're
mean that
right.
underground facility where they developed the drug for Almada?
You're telling me they've got another one of those labs below the hospital here?
One of their clientele with ties to Almada may have forced the previous management to build it. Then, after Almada was destroyed, they simply had to keep their connections to the Mafia hidden to avoid investigation.
Looks that way. But if that's true, then this place should have been shut down at the end of last year. Instead, it's fully operational.
Which means that someone has recently reactivated everything. The question is why? One thing is clear at least. It would appear the doctor himself was being used too.
He's alive, but unconscious. Must have reached his limit. He doesn't seem to be contaminated anymore either.
Thank goodness. We still need to talk to him, but given his current state, it might not be possible.
Seems our masterminds are just up ahead.
They finally revealed themselves.
Let's do this thing.
More contaminated monsters. There were signs of them outside the city as well.
We're missing some manpower without Yorda, but we still have the suppression shard function.
I'm worried about the people being controlled on the surface too. So let's make haste.
Yeah. Look alive, guys!
They're gonna pay for coming into my home and making a mess of things.
All right. Going for broke here.
We can actually use the grinder right now. True Radiant Sunrise. Oh, is that an upgrade, baby? Alright. Let's put Aaron in for sure, Switch him out a little bit later if we need to.
When the heck did these get here? And where'd they even come from?
And they're white, too.
It could be a variant that can modify to improve its efficacy.
We can worry about that later. Our priority now is nothing more than awaits ahead.
Got this in the back.
Center stage, Judith! Let's see some flair, Judith!
Here, on the house.
Calamity Kiss! On my mark.
No problem.
Beautifully executed, Judith!
I'm not a star for nothing.
Shall I massage your shoulders, Miss Landstar?
Red chest located. Time to go open that
I smell treasure.
Why you sound so excited? Ooh, a lot of boxes. Just gonna shut this down. Multiple enemies up ahead. Time to go meet your fans, Judith.
A plasma mine? Then it must be
Judith?
batch of
Seems we
customers.
found what we were looking for. Watch your step as you go.
On the house.
Calamity Kiss!
Put on a show, kid. Initiating shield.
Temple! You'll be sorry!
Baby girl. What's the problem, Judith? I didn't know we trained idols to be such a lazy. Come on. It's time to shake it back, man. Activating skill.
Bringing down the pain.
Critical hit. Looks like that one hurt. Initiating shield. Rosette, you're up.
Here to support! Target locked! Down! You're finished!
Initiating shield.
If we please.
Here, on the house.
Simply amazing, Judith. Time to get that bubble moving.
Balls in your court.
Too slow! Straight pass! How rude of me!
Death box warnings.
Slow ass.
Initiating shield. Time for us to get supercharged, boss man. Activating skill.
Following up!
Kick their ass, Aaron.
Gotcha!
That's what you get. You kept that tight, Aaron.
Red chest located. Time to go open that. Time to take center stage, Judith.
Customers. Here, on the house.
You're not getting away!
Let's do this. Activating skill. Critical hit. Looks like that one hurt. This one's for you, Grandma.
Here, on the house.
Calamity Kiss!
started it.
Ready for my
Gotta make sure
close-up.
we're not close to those things. in the middle.
I'm not a star for nothing.
Now I get why you're in high demand, Judith.
Still doing good.
Let's get started.
Show us that fiery passion, Judith!
Here, on the house.
Get ready. You're done. On my mark.
You got it! Beautifully executed, Judith! Hello, what's that detected? Detect what you decide to engage, boss lady. First kill, ready to wait!
Eat shield.
Charge attack is good to go!
Get the jump if we act now.
Time to take center stage, Judith! Time for a short boost, boss lady!
Here, on the house.
Valiant larceny. Keep it going.
All right. Beautifully executed, Judith!
Gotcha.
Target's confirmed!
Balls in your court.
You cannot run. Fire.
Time to meet and greet, boss lady!
Here, on the house.
Now.
Physical attacks are no good. At times, pushing up. Deploy shards, boss lady!
Here, on the house.
Valiant larceny.
Simply amazing, Judith! Back us up, man! Activating skill!
Raining down the pain! We're done!
Nice. That went great.
Nice going, Van.
What's with this room?
Good question. Gotta use a shard search.
Oh, shit! Too late!
It's searching time.
How do we get
It's searching time.
Shard search, go.
Search time.
Red chest located. Time to go open that. Time to put on the show, Judith!
Here, on the house.
Come at me.
Simply amazing, Judith! On you, kid!
Slice and dice! You're going down!
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Your
It's
martial
searching
arts
time.
were most impressive, Mr. Wei.
Multiple enemies up at deploy shards, boss lady!
Batch of customers.
Go all in on him!
Get your ass moving, Judith!
Triple time. Show's over.
Simply amazing, Judith! Initiating shield! Initiating shield! Hang in there, Judith! Trust your Aaron, you got this!
Precision!
Not bad, Aaron! Didn't know you had it in ya!
Engaging skill.
Accelerating.
Now's your chance for a short boost. Activating skill. Critical hit. Looks like that one hurt.
Nice. That went great.
Pretty hot shit, Van.
You'd better keep a good distance, hon.
The enemy is
Let's see
wicked.
some small room.
Beat him down, Judith. Green Tide is here to save the day. That's what I'm talking about, Green Tide. Green Tide, you're all clear for a short boost. Green Tide, hurry the up.
On the house.
You're not getting away.
Critical hit. Nice. Nice, Green Tide. You stole the show.
Better with every rehearsal.
Red chest located. Time to go open that Yeah, get Charge attack is good to go. First skill, ready and waiting. First skill, ready and waiting. Time to put on a show, Judith.
Here, you're calling the house.
Come at me. Aaron.
Got it.
Beautifully executed, Judith.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Way to steal the spotlight, Judith.
Hello with the detective. Be careful as you decide to engage, boss lady.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you? And
Time to take center stage, Judith.
Here, on the house.
we're done here.
Like hell you are.
Initiating shield. Show you no mercy. Limit or release. You're good to go, is that? Activating short skill.
Exceeding limits. Hermes. Chaser.
Critical hit.
Here I go.
Activating short skill.
Tap.
Count on you, man. Activating skill.
I'll dice you up.
The board's orange, Judith.
Here, on the house.
Mark, there's no fleeing me.
Toodles.
Aaron, it's time to do some work.
Coming up.
Have some of this.
Critical hit. Way to go, kid.
That's what you get.
Not half bad, Aaron.
The enemy is wicked. Beat him down, Judith. Yeah, get
Got you.
time to kick ass, Judith. Full boost. The juice gets serious. Activating short skill.
Easy, Mark. There's no fleeing me.
Toodles.
Keep it going.
No problem.
Beautifully executed, Judith.
We're done here. And another.
Activating short skill.
For the taking.
Let's do this. Activating skill.
Raging Buster. We're done.
Physical attacks are no good. Time to switch it up, boss lady. Charged up and ready! Charged up and ready! Take it down, Vincent! Activated skill!
Too slow! Straight back! How rude of me.
Back us up, man! Activating skill!
Here we go! You're not getting away! You're crushed!
Critical hit! Looks like that one hurt! The wide open, Rosette! We gotta take this chance!
You cannot run.
Let's see some ruthless aggression, Aaron!
That's what you get.
You kept that tight, Aaron.
You'd better keep a good distance, hon. Where are you guys right now?
Elvis, I take it you made it to the hospital?
Yeah, we're working with this crazy strong old guy in the lobby right now. Police reinforcements will be here any minute, so don't do anything too wild.
Copy.
Well, that's reassuring. I think we'll have to get a bit wild, though.
Yep.
We can't stop now.
Careful, you're about to go down.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Let's get started. Punishment.
Charged up and ready!
That's what you get.
Red chest located. Time to go open that
I smell treasure!
Physical time for no good. Time to switch it up, boss lady.
Here, come
Come at me!
Aaron, it's time to do some work.
Have some of this! Like hell you are!
Initiating shield.
Payback time!
Let's do this.
Eat this! Balls in your court!
Now's your chance, Rosette.
Balls in your court!
Take it back!
Looks like that one hurt. Initiating shield. Alright, little Philly, you're up.
Balls in your court!
Criminal mute!
Simply amazing, Judith. It's time to shake it back, baby. Activating skill.
I'll dice you up!
Critical hit. Looks like that one hurt. Activating skill.
Here we go! You're not getting away! You're crushed!
Critical hit. Looks like that one hurt. Dead spots linings.
Engaging skill. Gotcha!
Baby girl.
Here!
You're up, Miss Twinnings! Tell me let up or shut up!
Coming up! Burn in hell! Anguilla barrage!
Time for us to get activating skill!
Now! Push back!
Enemy down! Let's follow it up!
Nice!
The boost gauge is topped up. You'd better keep a good distance, hon.
We've reached a stopping point. It's a white orb mint, and it's being used to make the agave even more potent.
They're making a drug even worse than the Mafia's.
These jackasses. You guys are the ones who disappeared from the capital with those masked people.
Same ones.
I don't see any Heya, so this can't be all the folks who up and vanished.
A-D.
Another dawn, leading us to a new world. I see the white light.
Are they talking about that altered dawn thing?
Deplorable as ever. And now they're contaminated to boot.
Threat level B+. I've confirmed that their auras are linked as well.
We'll cut through both their corruption and that hollow spirit energy of theirs alike.
Come on!
Deploying shards!
My apologies.
You'll be sorry! Baby girl!
If we please.
Simply amazing, Judith! Knock us up, man! Activating steel! Go get him, dancer boy!
You got this!
Think about Maribel, was that?
Engaging skill.
You cannot run.
Impossible!
We did it!
No, not yet.
Just show yourself already!
Found ya!
How dare you, you damn! What the hell do you think you're doing?
Who is this guy?
Yeah, we didn't see his ass last time, Judith!
He isn't one of the ones from the capital.
So, it's you.
Oh, I see now. You're the one who's been spreading rumors and interfering with our 4 SPGs.
Sounds like he's got a freaking attitude.
Not to mention, the one who was pulling that doctor's strings.
So there are more masks working with that damn brat?
You got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. You
could call me the Masked Instigator. One of the vestiges. And of course I mess with your shitty requests. It was a riot, let me tell you. It would have been if you hadn't ruined everything, damn it.
You're the one who's ruining everything.
Because you twisted the truth. Innocent people were involved in all this.
You're one rotten bastard, aren't you?
You're different from the others. I can tell.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Unlike those other three, you seem rotten to the core.
What was that? That's rich coming from one of Paradise's little spawn.
How could you?
Say it again. I dare you.
Looks like you were never taught when to keep your mouth shut.
Don't mind him, Ren. He's just bitter that we looked right at his cold, spiteful heart.
Exactly. We all know what you had to overcome on that island. Yes, Van. You're right. So, who are you? I may not be able to hear your real voice, but the way you talk is familiar.
Looks like Agnes and I are the only ones who got that vibe, which is a pretty big hint as to who you are. Wouldn't you say?
Join all you want, brat. You think you're so great with all those babes backing you up, huh? But I'll have you know I'm not one for dirtying my hands. Now kill those bastards!
Look out!
When did you show up?
What the hell is wrong with you? Why aren't you shooting them? And after I went through all the trouble to lure them here, that was the perfect chance!
Why would I follow your orders? You have no system of rank. Besides, my objective is to analyze their combat strength. I'm certain I told you this beforehand.
You bitch.
Am I right in thinking that, unlike that dumbass, you can be reasoned with?
Seems like it.
She's definitely put some people in the ground. Can't say I can overlook that.
If it is necessary to my mission, then I'll exchange words. I am merely a scout. I've come only to get an accurate measure of your combat strength.
I remember that rifle from yesterday. I'd never seen one like that before.
Its specs are off the charts. Not to mention the plasma mines. Where did she get this stuff?
Man, are we really concerned where she got it from?
She doesn't seem like she's from any regular army. Forget the masks. What corps are you with?
What soldier would give up that information? Now then, it's time to see what you're made of.
Great!
It's that executor thing!
Cause I miss fighting it.
But why is it with someone other than Ix? Wait! That's not the same one as before!
Wait, what?
Don't tell me. They've all got one?
Ah, great.
No way, you pathetic pieces of strong enough to handle the likes of this. You punks will get to be first in line to meet that goddess you love so much. One step ahead of that shitty dog.
Can it, ass! Unless you want to cut in front of us!
She's clearly a skilled warrior. Be wary of her coordinating her attacks with that creature.
Got it. Blitz, the Grendel, I'm throwing everything I've got at him.
Come on, initiating counterattack.
Begin engagement.
Warning! The enemy threat level is unknown, and we're about to get fucked! Aaron, it's time to do some work!
I'm on the support! Risky! Alahab! Acosta! No!
That's Bob's warnings!
Come forth! Loading complete! Here I go! Cobalt curtain, activate!
Ah, baby girl!
Here to help. I'll cover you.
Time to pull out all the stops!
Time for a new look.
Awakening Unleashed! Now let's do this!
No more games.
I suggest we strike it, please.
You're finished! Here comes the closer! You're gone! Die already, you damn brats! Make sure you actually kill him this time, Green.
I take orders from no one, never only you. That being said, I will not be pulling my punches.
Don't plan on letting these lowlifes stand for much longer. Keep an eye out for their reinforcements.
Initiating drive.
Here to help.
There! Allow you have this.
Critical hit! Amazing, babe!
I'll help out. I'll support you.
Engaging skill.
Never. I will not lose to someone like you, even with that creature as our opponent.
Simply amazing, Judith!
It's go time.
Activating short skill!
Get ready. You're done. It's go time.
Go, Judith!
Let's get this heist underway. I hope you're ready. Now for the climax. Limnight Rouge!
They're stunned! Looks like that would hurt! Oh yeah, baby! Blue Sky's limit destroyed! Now's your chance, Rosette!
Rouse! Green Force! My sincere thanks. Pressure him and move in!
We're all counting on you, Rosette!
Exceeding limits! Hermes! Jesus! Into
Fine by me.
Brilliant execution as always, Rosette!
Initiating drive.
Hey, trains! Coming to the station! Blue Sky's limit destroyed.
Can't believe what I've actually done.
Come on!
There you are.
Nice one, baby!
Prepare yourself. Jump! My apologies. Not so fast.
There!
I'll lend a hand.
You're putting up a decent enough fight, considering your lack of real combat experience.
Who are you?
What's wrong? Cold feet.
Too slow. Straight back.
Simply amazing, Judith! Don't worry, Rosette, we got this! Liminal release! You're good to go, Rosette! Oh, too much!
Here I go.
Activating short skill!
Target locked. Jump! I'll lend a hand. It's our turn now.
Show some backbone.
I'll lend a hand.
Here goes.
Take this.
I will fall back for the moment.
Level up all day! Supercharge! Powers increased!
Upgraded.
I see. You're slightly above expectations.
She's a freaking monster.
She was pretty strong.
Those flames of hers were just like what Fairy's bro can do.
Fairy? Please tell me, who are you? Your techniques, crafts, they're so familiar, but I don't recognize any of them. How does that even make sense?
Shard barriers, now!
You're wide open!
Just use the Grendel to...
You're the one who's wide open. Fifth form.
Impressive.
Master!
Oh, please. That was child's play.
My boy right here, guys!
Don't worry. I've taken care of everyone who was being controlled and left them in good hands.
Thank you.
You goddamn bag of bones! That's the way you want to play it, and I've got just the mode.
Oh no, not on my watch.
Mirabelle.
What the hell are these things?
Mirabelle!
Why are you here? I thought Marduk was putting all of its resources into the rocket launch.
It's funny how they're not.
Actually, I had to rush over here for a half-day business trip. Right now, the bracers and cops have got the hospital's entrance locked down.
Really? Thank goodness.
Sounds like the police and guild have things handled.
Then it's time to pull out. We've accomplished our objective and completed our analysis.
That was fast.
The replica!
How does that thing even work?
You know, guys, we could probably do the same thing. We got one of the replicas, so we can do the same thing if we know how to use it.
Did it collapse in a molecular level? No, it's something else.
Well, we can figure this out later. We already got one.
The Sword Oni. Rather, the Sword Hermit. And Marduk Total Security Company.
You didn't plan for that, did you?
I want to thank you and Arkwright Solutions for contributing to my analysis.
We're all done here, so feel free to take a look around. Not that it'll matter.
That'd be a waste of time.
Catch you later, Arkwright. Don't worry. You'll get yours the next time we meet.
I really don't know who they are
I'm not
now.
done talking to...
Y'all must got a better idea than me.
You guys okay?
Who are they?
It's the guild and the police. Did you guys manage to handle the monsters?
Yeah, no problems there. They suddenly got weaker as we made our way down.
Their white, pulsating aura disappeared. Did it have something to do with those replica orbments?
Yes, though the culprits ran off with them.
Again, as usual.
He's in a bad way. Somebody get me a stretcher!
Get on the line with the Edith Police Department, and make sure you talk to Inspector Daswani.
He's gonna want to know about that. I'm not so sure now, guys, because I thought the green mask was Ida, but I don't, not anymore. I have no idea. I know it's gotta be some people that died, but oh, I'm so lost. I don't recognize the voice at all. I feel like I would know even though it's distorted, but the blue one, he's like a big person too? I don't know. No idea.
It's practically sunset. Didn't think we'd get into it right after we got here.
You came because Anchorville was flagged by our risk management AI, I presume.
Mirabelle!
In the flesh!
Fairy, Reset, everyone, good work today. To answer your question, yes, I convinced the general manager to send me here. Just to be clear, the threat level here is still unknown. That ain't changed.
Really?
Creeps me out how accurate that AI system of yours is.
But unknown? Didn't it designate Nimeth Island as Triple S?
It did.
Indeed. I've never seen such a designation before.
To be honest, it's the first time the system's told us unknown since it went operational.
That means some about to go down here that's worse than Nemeth Island?
But something tells me we'll get a better answer if that old-timer sticks around.
Sorry, ladies. Once I get my results back from the doc, I gotta head out.
You should really stick around. I could use you.
And you, Roaring Lion, it's been so long. I would have loved to catch up over drinks.
Likewise. I hope we can make time for it at some point.
Thanks for everything earlier.
I got a pretty good idea who you are, but just to make sure, you are that sword hermit, aren't you?
I heard you've been helping out my wild, young, hidden disciple here and there.
Of course, of course.
And that you've met my youngest disciple, Reen, as well.
Young come by.
Yep, I'm the old geezer who founded the 8 Leaves One Blade School, Yun Kafai. And since the cat's out of the bag, I'm also the former chieftain of the Jaeger Corps, Ikaruga.
Wait, what?
What? You can't mean Shizuna's.
The most powerful Eastern Jaeger Corps.
Wait a minute, when did so many... That's all... Wow.
Is that how it is? I had a hunch you were connected, but not to this extent.
Man, Red, no, you didn't!
It's a pleasure to meet you, youngsters. Especially you, Mr. Problem Solver.
Dude, how did he keep it a secret for so long? I guess that would explain how Shizuna became under his care then. Alright, if we didn't get an S rank, guys, because I messed up with,
Those are impressive results. I'll update your evaluation.
Okay, guys, we're doing good. We got a B rank, but did I get an S rank for the chapter?
I'll be taking that. That's just about
Okay,
perfect.
let's go! We still got it. Who is it?
What can I say?
I mean, Judith, it's your hometown, of course. She got pretty good. All right, let's switch gears to Kevin. Damn, we're gonna leave this on the cliffhanger in Anchorville, guys.
Let's get inside.
That's some normal weather.
Yeah! Rain! Oh, my merchandise.
Don't see this every day.
Hey guys, something's going on.
The evidence found beneath the Basel Observatory is irrefutable. The hour of arbitration approaches. Seeing as both Father Leon and Mother Celise have decided to act of their own accord, however, I doubt I've any need for concern. But if you find yourself in a similar mindset, leaving you unwilling to perform your duty,
No, I'll do what needs to be done. No real reason to worry about them either. They're dominions. They can't turn their backs on their stigmas.
While I'd like to believe this issue limited to just the two of them, I'm not entirely convinced. In any event, I have said all that needs saying. I shall await your final judgment. Keep your guard up, Father Kevin. You're likely to meet with interference in the coming days.
Yeah, understood.
That was the grump from Iscariot, right? The vice captain?
They're heretic hunters. I take it that means there's been some movement over in Basel then.
I think I heard him mention something about a fight there too. Against Celise, Leon, and a few outside forces?
The Thor's alumni, perhaps. I believe they're in Basel at the moment as well. But as for why such a clash took place, well, I assume the answer lies in whatever secrets they found beneath the observatory.
Guess there's a benefit to keeping a bunch of busybodies around. Saves me the trouble of having to explain everything.
Yep.
Jokes aside, though, you're right on the mark. Iscariot's investigating the matter as we speak. Meaning I still can't say anything definitive. Just know that her crimes didn't stop at Tharbad. She's been deceiving the whole of Zemuria.
I figured it was on that spell.
Deceiving, huh? Not really a word I wanted to hear.
I think you can stop dancing around her name already, though. We all know who you're talking about. One of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples, and Katra's grandmother, no less. She even personally helped us out during the Crimson Grendel incident.
Yeah, she had a reason to. Her nice, innocent face.
Professor Latoya Hamilton. She's the heretic you're charged with hunting down, isn't she?
We already know, guys. Remember, once you get branded a heretic, they will hunt you down. I remember all that that went down with Van last year in Daybreak 2. They branded him as a heretic. They made sure they scoured the whole city to kill his ass. So yeah, she's dead, guys. She's done. Cooked.
Yeah.
She ain't getting out of this.
I had assumed that was the case, but it is nonetheless shocking to hear you admit it.
She's sure gonna get caught, and she is dying no matter what. And she's probably gonna conveniently get caught in front of Katra too.
Is it? Can't say I knew her very well personally.
Yeah, you won't.
Quite shocking, yes. You see, the 3 disciples are some of the most influential figures in Zemurian history.
Railroads, airships, orbital vehicles, communication devices, weapons, even the manufacturing industry and the orbital network. All foundations of modern society, and only made possible through the work of the 3 disciples. And while it is true that Professor Epstein established the blueprints for these creations, his pupils were the ones who turned concepts into reality. Of the 3 professors, Bristol's works has focused largely on orbital technology, and Professor Schmidt found his niche in the military. And then there's Professor Hamilton. Her research has centered primarily on environmental issues. She's used it to help people the world over. Whether it's improving Northumbria soils, aiding against both the desertification of the East and the deforestation of the Central East. Well, she's done all that and more, which is why so many view her as something of a heavenly mother. Honestly, I thought it was only a matter of time until the church had her canonized as a saint. About that, wasn't quite sainthood, but the church likes to award Septium Crest to those who work to maintain peace and prosperity in Zemuria. Tried giving her one a few times now, but she's always turned us down. And I can probably guess why, too. Yeah, must have known her actions weren't exactly award-worthy. I think I'm starting to understand why this is so surprising to everyone. But you, the church has already decided she needs to be executed, right? More or less, yeah. Her fate's not exactly set in stone, but things definitely seem to be headed in that direction. So, what do you kids want to do? I doubt I even need to ask. You're right, you don't. The heretic stuff aside, we want to figure out what she's up to anyway. Yeah, especially knowing that the church is involved. That's like always the first sign of trouble for Zemuria. And we can't turn a blind eye to trouble. but that doesn't mean we're committed to your mission till the end. Don't mind lending a hand for a bit, though. Oh, and no worries, I totally won't stab you in the back or anything, Mr. Kevin. Okay, note to self, watch your back around, Nadia. But seriously, thanks for the help. I'll be counting on y'all tomorrow. For what? Are we going investigating again? I thought we found everything we needed already. Me too, Lapis. Oh, but I guess there is still that thing we're talking about at the end of the memory.
After all, the way things are now is all due to the unforgivable deception I performed. I replaced what should have been with an observational outcome of my own.
Oh.
Anyway, you still where I think you are, Professor? I'll head over now.
Thank you. And by the way, I'd like to return to Basel within the day if I can. I'll open the path once I know you're near.
I imagine they must have been referring to the location where she initially performed this reality shift. Perhaps somewhere more conducive to the feat itself.
Yeah, well, wherever that location is, the church hasn't had any luck finding it either. So tomorrow we'll be splitting up to look for clues on our own. Business records, eyewitness testimonies, anything to get us where we need.
All right, sounds like a plan, Father.
I was gonna suggest we get a head start tonight, but that storm outside's looking pretty bad. Doubt it'll be letting up anytime soon.
Kinda stuck.
Actually, according to the recent forecast, the rain should be subsiding in the next few hours. Around 10 p.m., I believe.
Oh, well, Lapis, aren't you convenient?
Hopefully that means it'll be a little cooler tomorrow.
So, the rain's gonna be clearing up soon, huh?
I see someone's planning a little late-night excursion. Well, as I said before, I'd gladly join you.
Wow. Are you serious right now? Oh, are you finally going to that strip club thing you mentioned?
Maybe you should cover your ears, Lapis.
Look, it's not like I'm going for no reason, all right? Remember Sarah? Apparently, she's gonna be performing as a special guest tonight.
Oh, it is Sarah tonight, ain't it?
Figured it'd be rude if I didn't show up. You know, to support her.
Yeah, right.
Okay, now tell us why you're really going.
Because I haven't seen strippers in ages, man! Oh, front row seat so I can tip real big!
There you go, that's my boy!
Thanks, that's all I needed.
Because I haven't seen strippers in ages, You set me up? Who are you even planning on sending that to?
Wait a minute, why is that in your teddy bear?
You're the worst, Kevin. Just wait till Iron hears about this.
Man, get Captain Turtle out of here!
How the hell do you know so much?
And just for the record, Sarah will actually not be stripping tonight. Instead, she'll be performing in a one-woman burlesque show.
A difference I'm sure her agency likes to stress. Well, just try to come back before midnight, okay?
And make sure you bring back some tasty treats.
Man, too much, guys, too much. There's the club. Did good. Here we go. Here's where the real show starts. Let's get it. Sorry, John. Damn. Go let that man have any fun. The next day, Kevin and the others rose bright and early to start their investigation anew. Oh yeah, the rain is gone now. By focusing their efforts on finding info about the construction that took place 20 years ago, they had hoped to find a more concrete lead. They're goofing off! They're not even trying to investigate! Dude, do some work, Nadia! Rufus, you too? As they foreseen, however, the search proved little help. Because everybody ain't looking. It's just Kevin and Swin. Dude, f***ing lazy. What a f***ing shame. We should have never split up. Should have the goddamn crew playing hooky, guys. What are we doing?
Don't get me wrong. I'm still a loyal to loyalies kind of gal, but man, her moms are giving them a run for their money.
Lazy ass
I feel so soft and loose. Wonder why? Maybe because my pores are open? Or at least I think that's what they're called. Rosenberg Tech is really something else, huh? But you're right. Feels like the steam's cleaning out each and every one of my pores. Bet my skin will be so dang smooth after this. This is gonna fall for me all over again.
This is why I can't stand this chick, guys.
Sounds like things are going great with you two. Oh, and he seems like such a catch. I'm so jealous. Wish I could just pick up a boyfriend from the store or something. Yeah, well, I guess he is pretty great, huh? But come on. You work with movie stars, Hina. You must meet heartthrobs all the time.
I mean, yeah, but our agency gets pretty fussy about dating and all that. Plus, some actors are like totally different people behind the scenes. Yeah, no fateful encounters for me. But my sister, on the other hand...
How many times do I have to tell you? Van and I aren't like...
I knew it. Had a hunch ever since Van introduced you to us.
Huh. What's going on with Sarah and Van?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Lapis. He has more than enough people vying for his attention anyway.
Oh, come on! He seems like the sort of guy who likes making things harder for himself.
Isn't that the truth? He's like the perfect fusion of all the ways guys get on my nerves. And don't even get me started on those hobbies of his. Anyway, I'll admit I might be rooting for a few others in this race, but that doesn't mean I can't lend an ear to a girl in love now, does it?
Nadia, please.
You know, as jealous as I am of Arkwright, I'm starting to feel kind of bad for the guy. Yeah, well, he's not wrong about how he likes making trouble for himself. Sure was way more than he should. And now he's dealing with trouble in the capital once more, as if the events of the past few months weren't enough. Although, admittedly, our situation is rather complex as well. Ha, no kidding. Didn't think we had so much trouble finding a lead. It's kind of strange that nobody seems to remember, honestly. I mean, I know it was 20 years ago, but... As it got so far as someone saying they saw the professor come to town with a bunch of engineers around the time of the drought. And after a month of his observation, as the water levels began to rise, we're finally trying to get to the oasis we see today. Seeing as there was a budget estimate for construction, there must have been an actual work site somewhere. That was the only thing they documented about the construction, wasn't it? Correct. Due in part to the fact that costs were more modest than anticipated, neither the city nor otherwise involved parties thought it necessary to concern themselves with the details. Everything seemed well in hand after all. I guess that's not so surprising. I mean, it'd be one thing if they went over budget, but under. The folks pretty much dancing in the streets because of it. Leftover mirror was apparently used to kickstart the entertainment district, which in turn led to the founding of the film festival. But as as far as how the irrigation work managed to keep so far on the budget in the first place, nobody knows. Outside of Professor Hamilton and the handful of engineers who assisted her, that is. Well, looks like we got our objective for the afternoon, especially now that we know for certain she visited last year. Yeah, if we switch out our bait, we're bound to catch something. Just in case we'll let take another deep dive, I put a request for a few tidbits of extra intel, too. Oh yeah? You met up with Jack at the club last night, right?
My word! I never thought I'd run into you here, Miss Rain.
Your Highness, and now Jay too! Oh wow, I didn't know you guys were in Tharbad.
You only just arrived via airship, actually.
It's been quite some time, Miss Rain. And it's a pleasure to see you two as well, Miss Sarah, Miss Shahina.
We're here for a meeting about the new film I mentioned yesterday. Oh, that reminds me, actually. Don't you two also have a meeting soon? About your Central East Homecoming show?
We do, yes. I'm still finding it a bit hard to believe, honestly. It's where we immigrated from, so I guess you'd call that a homecoming too, yeah? Nadia? Who are they? Oh, that's right. You haven't met, have you? Oh, what a start. One of them was the real deal princess.
Oh, you're simply adorable. I'm Gita Oswald, Princess of Alzheim, and you must be Miss Lapis. I've heard all about you, you know, although you're a bit taller than what was described to me.
Yeah, there's been kind of a lot that's happened since then. Zeta and Najee, what lovely names. I'll give Zeta 93 points and Najee 91. 2 high scores!
Oh, I'm honored!
You're too kind, Miss Lapis.
Unbelievable. Princess of Hellslime and her guard, huh? Talk about crazy timing. Huh. What's up, Kevin? Given each of our unique circumstances, I'm afraid we're in no position to be speaking of the royal family of Islam at the moment. At least, not without proper preparation first. Rather inconvenient, isn't it? You got that right. Still, the princess's brother was involved in what happened in Boston yesterday. Swin, Rufus, mind calling the girls over? Probably best we get out of here now. Just tell them it's time to grab lunch. Yeah, we need to get up out of this situation, guys. Let's go, kiddos. Oh, Lapis, damn! Damn, that's a lot! I have scared to be positively famished. Damn, Lapis, that's a lot of meat! It did wonders for my taste sensors, though. They feel more precise than ever. Newton kebabs and hummus, rustic, with a delicate flavor. Damn, Rufus! Guys, look at your screen! The food looks so good! Oh, it all was delicious! I ate every last one of them! Ooh. And to supplement, a cold mint tea, perfect cooling down with, yes, Rufus! Not often you eat so much, Nadia. Yeah, all that walking we did really worked me up an appetite. Well, eat your fill, kiddo. Anyhow, about this afternoon, we're gonna need to do a few more forest PGs. Might help us with our recon. I don't see a problem with that, especially now that we actually have Van's permission. By the way, about how we're doing this, we want to limit our search to learning about what Professor Hamilton did here in October, right? Exactly. Considering how unlikely it is we'll be stumbling into the Research Society anytime soon, we need to switch tactics here. And thanks to the conversation we saw in that memory, we already have a good lead. Our goal right now is to pinpoint where she was when she was talking to Dingo last year. That alone should bring us to the true nature of her crimes. We'll get there one way or another. As the heretic hunter, I swear to you that. All right, understood. By the way, those gamblers from yesterday were looking into what the prince has been up to, weren't they? Correct. We asked Jack to investigate her for us. A risky endeavor, to be sure. Considering the connection between the professor and Eslam, one we're taking. All right, because she helped them with their affirmation project. Okay, everyone ready to get to work then? You bet. Any leftovers you can... You cleaned your plate? Figure you'd be used to this by now. Thanks for paying, by the way. Yeah, you had better keep your wallet ready for snack time this afternoon, too. Just you wait. I've tried all of Thorabad's finest cuisine before the day's even done. That should prove a wonderful stimulant to your optimization. Feel free to have whatever you please. On his mirror, of course. You guys are downright ruthless. Okay. Ooh, we can use your Aloha! Let's go, Kevin! Ooh, let's get it, let's go!
Why don't we take a stroll through the cultural district and see if we can't work up an appetite? Keep yourselves hydrated. After it rains, it gets wicked humid. Twice as hot out.
Hey, you got it! Whatever you say, Ma.
What? I ain't your ma, you little...
Seems like our group's gotten a bit closer already.
Yeah, I can tell. What the hell was that, Nadia? All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode off right here. We're back for more adventures in Thorabad with Kevin's crew. Can't wait. I'm excited for it. So, guys, until next time, y'all take it easy.